there, it's Ayana here from Well Together. Welcome to day 16 of our mental health journaling challenge. And today's prompt is make a list of things you can do to set boundaries and take care of your emotional needs. So boundaries. This is no easy thing, but they are so necessary. Earlier along my journey, I had zero boundaries. And because of that, I suffered in many ways. And maybe some of you all can relate, but it's not a fun thing. With that said, boundaries are so important. And even though it can be uncomfortable in those moments where we have to put our foot down and set our boundaries, they are necessary. And after that short moment of short-term discomfort, there's so many long-term benefits that we get to reap from setting our boundaries. And as we're on this topic of boundaries, I want to share a resource that was very helpful along my journey, which is the Set Boundaries, Find Peace book. So I will link that below. But literally while I was reading that book, I implemented different tips that were mentioned within the book, and I used those, stood my ground, and they worked. And overall, over time, it's just kind of been practice. I think at every level, every stage, every season, we always need to set boundaries to make sure that we are not only protecting our space, I would say, but also protecting our mental health and so much more. And the other day I was talking about something and I said, no, I can't do this. I said no, right? And in saying no, they complimented me saying that you are saying no so that you can say yes to all the things that align for you and that you want. So I think that's a great way to think of it as well too. I know lots of times we think about maybe setting certain boundaries can be selfish, or sometimes people can make us feel guilty for setting our boundaries, but it's okay. I'll take that moment of you're selfish, you're this and that. But I think setting boundaries for me personally is a way of, really honoring myself, giving myself grace for what I can do, what I want to do, and what really serves me. So that's my take on it. So as we get into this prompt, I think it's first important to kind of maybe take a scan maybe of the 8 dimensions of wellness and look at all the different dimensions and maybe think about what dimensions specifically do I need to set some boundaries in. And then from there, you can list those boundaries that you need to set. And then, maybe think about some steps that you can take. And I think you all heard enough of me. Let's grab our journals. Let's go.